Hello and welcome to the White Fox Talking vlog. I'm Mark Charlie Valentine, and today we're down at the Feel Good Studios in Leeds, where I'm really excited to be talking to Gavin Lawson.
It's nice
Hello,
to be
Gavin.
With you, Wayne.
We've chatted quite a while now on communicated about this vlog and about this podcast we're going to do. So can you introduce yourself? What are we going to do?
We're going to do audiovisual entrainment.
Yeah.
So I'm an audiovisual entrainment practitioner, where I combine traditional modalities like breathwork and mindfulness and meditation with new digital technologies, the Roxyva RX1 lamp, Ableton Live, and the Subpack. And I'm just now introducing the Muse 2 headband to read brainwave data so that each individual has a specific session which is being catered for them.
Yeah.
So that's what I do.
Wow. All sounds very complex, but we're looking at basically a process that is not, what do we say, not intrusive, has it?
No, I mean, it's light and sound.
Yeah.
Vibration with the Subpack, and it helps people reduce alpha wave brainwaves, which is something I'm really interested in. It's similar to psychedelic experience in the sense of visual stimulation, and the sound also supports the hemispheric sync, so left and right brain picking up on the frequencies that are in the isochronic tones, and that brings you into a more relaxed state. But there's many different sessions, and I try to work with people as an individual rather than based on brainwave states particularly. It's more about how you're feeling, what you're looking to do. Is it something that you want to pursue in the sense of helping you relax, reduce stress, and increase task positivity?
So the applications regarding mental health, mental well-being,
Yes,
are wide and varied.
they are. I have particularly focused on the creative industries because 74% of the creative sector are suffering from stress-related conditions. And I tend to work in acute stress or perceived stress rather than chronic, because once you go to the chronic state, there are many modalities already out there that really support chronic. But if you can catch stress when it's at the acute stage, the beginning stages, then these methods really help support the potential of not becoming chronic, which is what I'm really interested in. And also, as creatives working in the music industry or an artist or a photographer, we're always looking for ways to stay in this high gamma state, and brain entrainment is very good for that.
Cool. So we are going to run or record a podcast as well.
Yes.
But we're going to do a session under lamps, see how it goes, and then we'll chat again, yeah?
Yeah.
And
I'm looking forward to sharing this with you guys.
yeah, well, this is something, like I say, we've chatted for a long time about this,
Yeah.
and I think it's very exciting when you mentioned to me somebody that may have gone through an incident, and if you can, well, you use my example, didn't you? If this had been available back then, and I could have done this process, then it may have stopped. Would I be right in saying like ingrained behaviours and traits?
It can help you understand what it feels like to be relaxed. And then you can, I like to work with various modalities. And I have a diploma in psychotherapy, and I have a diploma in cognitive behavioural therapy, and I'm a breathwork teacher trainer and meditation teacher trainer. But these modalities as individual modalities are not the solution. The solution is multi-modality. So that's why I introduced sound and light. And I think we all feel comfortable because music is the language of everything, right? And also with the stroboscopic light, it's taking the brain to lower brainwave frequencies. So I don't tend to go above 60 hertz. Everything's 60 hertz and below. But we've seen through the scientific data, very, very positive results. And with Anil Seth and John Hopkins touring the UK and over 1 million people experiencing the Dream Machine, and 20,000 of those participants, the data has been taken, and it's the world's biggest consensus so far, which is really interesting. This is all based around sound and light.
Right. Shall we do this?
Yes, we should.
Excellent. So Gav, we've just, the three of us, myself, Seb and Stephen, we've just gone through 3 series of the audiovisual entrainment. And yeah, I've got to say, I don't know what I were expecting or anything, but the effects of it were sort of instantaneous. I think all three of us sat there, and within 30 seconds, I mean, you would have to tell me. I seen Seven Stephen sat there, the lights are going, the music's going, and after 30, 45 seconds, this relaxation of the shoulders.
Yeah.
So obviously there's an effect straight away. So what's going on then? I mean, we're going to get into more of the detail in the podcast, but
It's brain, because the brain is going through an entrainment experience. The concept of using those sessions was to put you into a more relaxed state. To put you into that state. It was quite quick, actually. I was really surprised, but you start to relax into the experience, because the light frequency and the sounds that you hear, there's an isochronic tone in there to take you into this deeper, more relaxed state. It's associated with meditation and relaxation. You all had very different experiences, which is amazing. And the phenomena of it is that I think the awe of what you see, right? It's just what, I mean, let's get that, which is important. It's just white flashing light. But that's not what you see, is it?
oh, no, it's a full kaleidoscope of shapes, colours, the geomorphic shapes. But like, as you said, I don't think out of the three of us we probably won't see the same things.
No. So that perception is individual.
Yeah.
And even though the frequent, we've all had an identical experience, you've all had a very separate experience at the same time. But you all go into the same relaxed state of mind. How are you feeling now?
Relaxed. Yeah.
So
usually makes me very nervous talking, knowing I'm on camera, and I don't feel absolutely fine sat talking about this. But
that's the important thing, I think, in the creative sector.
Yeah.
Whether you're a performer or whether you've got to do a podcast and sit in front of a camera, there's always these anxieties that come, and there's good stress and bad stress, right? Good stress is anticipation, but I really do, and I see it with you now, where you are in this more relaxed state, that the podcast becomes a more natural thing to do. And it's the same in the creative sector. When you use the Rockseever lamp and the sound to put you into these states, then your performances, the music you write, the art that you make is less self-critical. You just relax into the experience of making the thing that you do. And I love that.
Yeah. Well, I'll be honest, I'm pretty blown away with it, and the sort of applications it could be used for. We've just said about if you're feeling a bit anxious, relaxed so quickly without medication or anything like that. So
yes,
if
we can help people when they start to feel stress beyond its boundaries by using these light frequencies and sound frequencies, and also with the vibration in the back as well. It's really amazing. And what Seb said about the smell as well. Yeah. But if we can tap into all of our senses like that, and it has a long-term effect, then the likelihood of becoming chronic in that stress is minimised. Which should be great.
I'm looking forward to getting into this in the podcast more detail and chatting further.
Thanks.
Thank you. You can go over to our podcast, follow the link below, where we'll be talking more in depth with Gavin about the AVE. You can also subscribe. Thank you.